Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is one that I'm super excited about, and it's going to be all about my favorite eyeshadow palettes, my neutral palettes, my colorful palettes, and the formulas and everything like that. If you guys are excited to see what palettes I would recommend and palettes that I have loved for so long, then let's just go ahead and get started. So I will make sure when I'm talking about the palettes to leave the information up here, the palette name and how much it costs, and I will make sure to link them all down below if you guys want to read up on them or, you know, purchase them for yourselves. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start with one that I don't think is any surprise to any of you if you have watched any of my videos. It's just an all-around good palette. It has colors, it has neutrals, it has everything, and it's probably the only palette that you would need ever, really. But me, I have more than that. But you know, this is just such a good staple palette, and I feel like everyone has it. And it is the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe, and it has everything. It has neutrals, some colors, and it just kind of has any color that you would ever need in a palette, and it's great. It's very affordable for how many shades you get in the palette, and I feel like this is even a step up from Morphe's normal shadows. These are incredible. There are a few duds in here, I will say, but that's to be expected with a lot of palettes. Let me just go ahead and swatch a few for you. So this is just a few of the shades from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. They are incredible, they blend well, and like I said, there's a few duds, but there's not very many, and they are just such great shadows for the price. So this is one of my favorite palettes. You will not be disappointed if you buy this palette. So this is my first palette that I would really recommend to anyone. So the next palette is one that is newer to my collection and is probably no surprise to any of you that have watched my recent videos. I've raved about it since I've gotten it in one of my BoxyCharm boxes, and it is just such a great palette that has quickly climbed the ladder of one of my most loved eyeshadow palettes. And it is the Alamar Cosmetics Volume 1 eyeshadow palette called the Reina de Caribe. I can never say it right. But this palette is incredible. I have swatched it in some other videos. I'll go ahead and swatch a couple here for you, but these are just the most incredible shadows. The mattes are so creamy and the metallics are out of this world. I can't even describe to you how good these are. These are just incredible. I believe that this palette is pretty inexpensive too, and this palette is a startup company. So she just started her makeup line, and this is the first thing that she released in her makeup line. So this is a really great palette. These colors are incredible, and you will not be disappointed with this palette at all. So this is another one that I would really recommend to any of you guys who would love to get a new eyeshadow palette. The next few palettes that I'm going to recommend are all from one brand. They are super affordable, so I would say if you want any of these palettes, these are going to be the most inexpensive out of any of the ones that I mentioned. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, they are ColourPop palettes, and two of them are collaborations. I believe that they are both still available on the ColourPop website, and one is just a normal palette that they have. ColourPop just does it right when it comes to prices and quality of shadows. These are incredible palettes that will not break the bank. They're all less than $20, and they're all incredible. This is with Shayla. I have done a full review on this palette, so I will link that review down below just so you can see me work with some of the shadows. They are incredible. This one will also have swatches in it, so I will make sure to link that video down below so you can see swatches, see how they work on my eyes. But this is a great palette. If you're wanting to play with some color, this is great and such a good palette. I actually think I might have misspoke. This one might be a little over 20 bucks, but it's incredible and so worth the money. The other couple is, I've also used this one recently in one of my videos, and it is with Kathleen Lights, and she is like my favorite YouTuber of all time, but she collaborated with ColourPop and made this palette, and it is just such a cool palette that has lots of neutrals but has a few pop of colors, and the quality is amazing, and it's there, and such a good palette. So this last one is the You Had Me at Hello palette from ColourPop, and it is just a neutral gal's dream. It's got some beautiful neutral shades. It's leaning a little bit more towards mauve shades. There's a few warmer tone shades in there, but they are beautiful. I love ColourPop shadows. Let me go ahead and swatch a couple for you. I'll swatch this purple and this metallic shade They are just incredibly pigmented. I'll go ahead and swatch a couple from the Dream Street palette as well. I won't swatch the other one because I'll just link that video down below if you wanted to see it. And then let me go ahead and swatch this one. This is the other shade from the Dream Street palette right here. So these are incredible shades. You will not be disappointed in any of these three shades, and any of these three palettes, and they're incredible, and they're just ones that I would definitely highly recommend. The next one that I'm going to talk about is one that is so near and dear to my heart. If I travel with one palette, it's always this one, just because I love everything about this palette. It is a little more of an expensive palette, but I think it's well worth the money. This is the Persona Identity palette, Persona Cosmetics Identity palette, and this is also a neutral girl's dream. It's beautiful. It is a palette that's actually geared towards brown eyes, which is my eye color, and I can see why it's geared towards brown eyes. It's got a lot of colors that really complement and bring out the brown in your eyes. So if you guys have brown eyes, this one is so good for brown eyes, and these are just the most beautiful shades. I love greens and purples, and these two, green and purples, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch those two, and then I'll swatch a couple mattes. So these two shades are incredible. Oh my gosh, the most blendable shadows I think out of any palette that I'm talking about. They're just incredible. So these are a couple of the mattes. So beautiful. I cannot say enough good things about this palette, and you can get it at Ulta, you can get it on Persona Cosmetics. I'll make sure to link it down below for you guys, but this palette is just incredible, and I would highly recommend it. So just a couple more palettes. The second to last palette that I want to talk about is the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is one that is expensive too. It is not super inexpensive, but it's well worth the money. It is well loved by me, if you cannot tell. It's just got such beautiful neutrals, but it's also got some beautiful rosy tones. It's kind of separated off a little bit to where you have more of the neutrals and then more of the colorful tones, but these shadows are ultra pigmented. They're just incredible. They are so good. They, like I said, they are a little more expensive, but they are incredible, so worth it. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch a couple of them for you so you can see the pigmentation. So these are just 4 of these shades from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and it's a great palette, and you guys will not be disappointed in this palette if you decide to purchase it. So the last palette that I have is one that I love. I just love matte shades. Like, matte shades are my absolute favorite formulas ever, and when they're done right and formulated correctly, then it just makes it all the more worth it. And this is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. This is Matte Girl's Dream. It's got beautiful, warm, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to blend you guys. It's got beautiful, warm tones in it, and it's very good. They're so blendable. You can see I use this one all the time to set down my eyeshadow base, but they're incredibly creamy. It literally smells like peaches. It's amazing, and I'm gonna go ahead and swatch a couple when you're swatching eyeshadows all the time. So these are 4 of the matte shades these are 4 of the shades in the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette, and like I said, they're just incredible. Like, I don't know what else to say about any of these palettes. Whoa. They're all just so incredible. I've already put my Jaclyn Hill palette back, but it's in here. But these are just incredible palettes that I think that you guys all would love and would not be disappointed in whatsoever. You don't have to buy all of these palettes, but if you see one that you guys like, if you see some of the swatches, like, I think all of these are well worth the money, whether they're high priced or low priced. I think that they are well worth your money and ones that you guys should get if you guys like them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me just kind of sitting down and showing you some of my favorite palettes that I have at the moment. So if you guys like this video, make sure to thumbs up this video, also subscribe to my channel, and then also turn on the post notification bell so you're notified anytime that I upload, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!